Merlin, Network Magic, Docker Development. Hey everybody, it's me again. These are just quick little odds and sods, little knick-knack videos that are short and sweet. I have access to the internet today, so I'm trying to just put some little things together, get them uploaded, and share with my development process. So let me just show you a couple of neat little things here. So what I have done, if we look here in this Ubuntu window, and I'm going to notice here that I have this learned VRF, which I just brought up. I'll show you with the command docker compose up. Well, now I've learned that I can just bring up one service at a time. It might seem silly to you, but I wanted to share that with everybody, that here in my docker compose file, what I've been doing was like taking big chunks of it like this and commenting it out and bringing up only so many services at a time. Typically the whole thing except for my latest service. So I've just built access lists, and using the power of Git, I don't want to save anything there. Using the power of Git, let's see what I've built and pushed in here. So we can, in the Docker Compose, I've added two new functions. The learned VRF, which is up right now, it's in use. That image inside of this container app, so inside of Merlin Docker Nexus, I have that learn VRF up, and I can just start it and go learn the VRFs. Well, I want to now bring up the access lists, and let's look at what that means to build the access lists. I need I need an output folder. This is just the git ignore file, the placeholder to build the folder in Git for show access lists. I need the Docker file for show access lists, which is pretty simple. It's the same as all my other Docker files. We're going to build from Ubuntu, update Ubuntu, install Python 3, install pip for Python 3, install an SSH client, install PyATS full, remove MarkSafe, install MarkSafe, and then install rich. Copy in my folders, copy in my template, copy in my Python, copy in my testbed, set an entry point which says run that job, and then you feed it that testbed. Now I want to correct something from an earlier video. I hope if you're watching these in sequence. I said something earlier out of ignorance that you can only have run one time and have to chain all the commands together. That's inaccurate. Again, Roddy Hassan has corrected me and is helping me. And he showed me an example where he has multiple runs. And it actually turns out that each run builds a layer inside of this CD-ROM-like image. So I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm probably going to refactor this code to have different run statements and build it in layers. I'm likely going to refactor that later today, but let's just move along. So now that I have a Docker file, right, this is what the actual job file looks like, which sets up the PyATS framework, feeds it the testbed file, feeds it the Python file. And then this Python file, in this case, I'm not learning anything. I'm actually parsing through my parse show command function, show access lists. From there, I'm rendering it. I'm copying it raw to JSON and YAML, and then I'm using jinja2.render to create 3 business-ready documents. So now I want to bring up, I want to add that image to my app. So let's do it, and I hope it works. So instead of learn VRF under Docker Compose up, we're going to say access lists. So now it finds that key in my services, in my YAML file, and will only bring that up. And this is the first time I've run this. So it's bringing it up, it's going and connecting, it's going to run that command and parse the output, print the parsed output on the screen, and then write the business ready file. So I'm going to run it again. That's not crashing because of me, that's crashing because of my VPN. I'm downloading some stuff in the background. Let's just see if we can make this run. But the service is up. I don't have to continue to do this. The container is built and up and running. Let's just see if we can get a clean run out of it. It's kind of making a fool out of me here. But this is, All right, so ignore this, ignore this. Here's the important thing. Now I have the image up and running, learned access list, in my container as an app here. So now in my dashboard, I can say, let's try to run it in the console here. And it's running right now. It's probably going to crash. Don't worry about that. Again, I'm downloading I'm doing many things right now. I'm stretching my DSL to the limit. So yeah, it's just not going to work. All right. That's not the important thing. The important thing is that we've learned how to bring up services on demand one at a time through the Docker command. So I'm going to just continue to plug away at commands and add more and more services to Merlin. So that way, if you want to bring them all up, you have all these commands and learned at a click of a button. You can bring them up one at a time. It's up to you. So thank you for sticking around. I'm going to stitch this together with some other videos and make it worth and get some content out there today. Stay safe, everybody.